ministry no edien pa na mote
Bako do mame na wase mame mo wabaso no wapamfo nyina reaching abusafo mame ntia wahwefo no watiefo wono agyebre ni adaje ni yedi dwumade anopai unim se ene o my Ghana ha mantem ahodo a Galamsey atiatese ebe mantem be yenso obroni beka se 7 endemic regions na mantem nso ya have mantem eka ho bi na abraye pau naimos hontoma na ede Colonel Dominic Boa edua no se omo hwe na okonkese o man ni nyina yeswai atia Galamsey no omo na ni sananim no ade se ne hye mu se nigidie a kire ne se enye tuo nko a enye a kire nko a na betima me yetu Galamsey ase to da kasa kire ene sabio ntiti yesronko so beboa enti on the 1st of September November na on the mrante be yansu bi e kan ho ekwa hafo mantem akoya de friend stakeholder mapping na mre no kraso a okona akoya meeting oni ni pekosia hwan na obehia no ifa na mu behia ne ade. So that was the main agenda tia no moko only to get to Krubi a friend Bruni Krum na dwumadi ekoso wo ho no kurenie na se omuhwe yehwe han twam anya bibia fa ho. Then of course omu akonto omu tukura no na it defeats the purpose. Nti wonu gina ye the was 9 months here within law, operated, arrested people, confiscated their tools of destruction and other materials, and then one a be a tool, a be a lorry, a be a phones, be a sikaboting. Na we say and some one tofa could we say or say do mo Kofidiem police station na e could take your statement na se further investigation we ayo na ejina so e dey prepare o mo dozie e dey on beko ko jina mra nanim ti Kofidiem ho no police station ho no ayanka bi anhyemu no na avedi ya ni abre ko na ne me na de didi for be na nkwa so de amani abriko yi se na Kofidiem mrantie bi asem no tie wa mo asem tie wa nyina ne se krofo a ye wo mo wo Broni Krum no mienu bi wo mu a one Zakaria and one Kwame Ales wo mo na site kura e kwachi wo mo no mo se ye wo mo dia.
Okay,
san krofo nso according to you to no wo mo ne didi ma wo mo bi di nto hwa area ho no dia Galamsey camping and are connected to that camping cartel. Tino say ya yi Kwame Ales ne Zakaria momo Kwame Ales car a Toyota RAV4 ya mfa nka ho Zakaria car e kwache ne site ho Range Rover omo en akandi aka mfa momo de ani omo so omo maso dafo no emfree prestige ho enko enti twuma mentwe a obitie na so se Kofidiem zongo chief oyobi a sabio o commander respect we area ho yi olma so treba mu o kan bi a amrante se da tine was finally as part of best security measure no ye circum to omo demands na etumi ebo asrafo yi ehun ban ti domo demand ye nyina dem omo na etimi evacuate asrafo kasa ne nyamu no brakwadwo Naimos cars on the court, and we know say now or more vandalizing that. The car crying here, they on It took the Zongo chief to donate his Toyota Sequoia vehicle. And then I'm no video anymore. They transport even at that, if I said they were pie. Yeah, we are watching it now as we speak. Yeah, and that is what transpired in Kofidiem. The aspect of the MP and all of that. One, Nina could do courts. Two, Speaker and Interior Minister has vowed for in-depth investigation. Sure. Because indeed, the MP came to the site. He's saying a different thing. Say he came to intervene because no one picking intel. Say maybe say ABC. Other people also have a different version of what he is saying. You know, me say Zuno Totia, any who may be a suicide at the border who may be a cocuja. But the only question I was asking myself, I've been asking myself, and I say, Aso, they see what we deal me. So ye be that any they see what Denkyira Obuasi. Minka Abusia ya.
Yes.
Nam suma ye shre major Maxwell Adam Mahama. So ye be any media. And then I beg to say, oh my Ghana. Denkyira Obuasi incident no. Ya nyesu ya hunu be enfrim. Maybe people were not punished enough. Maybe I never serve as a big deterrence for others. And until na ne akwa san say ebi eka eya sibium. And until we die ma yen si asem no tirase. Yen hwehwemu a esi form. And indeed, based on the release of Unsaka be no.
Yeah.
Minister tia asem na wantna so, because indeed some members of parliament names have been mentioned. And for purposes of transparency, no, that was what Dikan Kobo the Odam Rasibujomano, a speaker. Or both speaker mania, we have an investigation. That was our interior minister and Sushia. And then Minuka say interior minister through the IGP has invited people for questioning. Others have even been charged in court. In the coming days, a number of people will be picked in Hwidium.
Okay.
A number of them
will be picked up
in Hwidium.
Okay.
Because some video.
Yes, I mean
we could see their face.
Yeah.
Yes, intelligent-led operation would lead to picking a number of them, but that is not the job of NIMOS. NIMOS, Ajuma Edisha and Zano, they are still poised to deliver for the people of Ghana. I don't think I'm Oko Evalujra in the Western region. Yakoye operation at Chinese for Bako so. Actually, say, I say we see Hwidium no, emu yabam. I say we see Hwidium no, it is in no way it is even helping them to guide their next step of strategy, because security there, we don't use one strategy. And now also here also sound who be and now than ever, NIMOS is more poised to deliver victory against Galamsey for the good people of Ghana. It will be Sami at Tofabum, not the Ekoye.
Come on, two issues. President had said that Obi declare these areas, mining areas in Ina as national security zones. What is happening to that one? Ashasie. And then two, NIMOS for no qua. Day in, day out, we hear. I mean, wonderful thing that they've done. Is it evaluation?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they've done that. Who keeps that place intact? Because what's some machines, you know, you bent the machines and everything. Ubifiwa another place. Definitely, would they come back? And I say, I mean, putting those places in security zone, they're going to map up a certain, strategy to maintain the place.
So, two issues here. One, not all mining areas, but some designated forest reserves. You didn't say the Kaiba catchers, some 44 forest reserves are heavily impacted.
Yeah.
Those are the first point of focus. For instance, they see Obroni Krumui. It's not properly so called part of the 44 forest reserves now. Was heavily impacted, but okay. It is also a reserve. And even the kind of mining, it is dangerous to the environment than even the normal alluvial mining. But they were doing what they call leaching. And leaching, the processes require sophisticated, powerful chemicals. A drop of crab going to the environment and is dangerous. And that was what they were doing. So that's the first point. The second point has to do with financial constraints. So before we can fully implement that promise, we need some sort of financial muscles. Not just in terms of money for daily operational and upkeep of the men, but also even logistics. We need 21 station points as we speak.
21
station point.
Okay.
Out of these 21, we believe they can patrol all the 44 reserves and some major water bodies permanently. As we speak, Gold Board just gave us 5 vehicles. And recently, the minister donated 10 vehicles.
So now you have 15.
That's just 15. For every station, you don't need less than 3 cars. Because you cannot take 4 people for operation. These were 8 soldier men. And now they see what we didn't see. So in every operation, at least, you should have not less than 15 to 25 men. Into operational vehicles, maybe better number is enough.
Okay.
So you understand me now when I say we have some logistical and financial constraint. You need them and penny so. Then when you share any CEOs so special. Or share mining in our boss, he's expecting the finance minister
to pump in more money
exactly
in dealing with
until by November you room we say nyame aduma bibia sankra by 13th day now finance minister I read the budget. It means going into the next year we'll have most of these plans fully implemented and we'll get the results that we're looking for as all mine. Until then we'll continue to manage the situation as and when we pick intelligence. Fire and sunshade them from because we don't have all the needed results that we're looking for. But beyond that, we're also calling on corporate Ghana. Say, Brakoju, Uncle Tia Hambrain, Uncle Tia Droombrain, say I have you. Now, Baku for so in down for any year. Tiana yet to say way or mining in our condia. Then they will be our also to be a day, a bois. Into maybe a company be. Oh, car be a person over here. Oh, buy a budget. Now, Minister done a dear Maria Singing, who said, Bracco Do Company Limited. Or the car about one namos on Tokakesia, Yasha Galamsey. Now, see, that will be Bikran out to mining in our swab to be the Adawase. But what I say, we are sorry, be, feel say, beyond the criticism, beyond the pressure on government, you want to contribute for environmental preservation and sustenance. Now, ebia one basre. Now, Muslim bibia ba. Ni na budget because wow, baby say we are buying kwano. You've lost the whole thing. And your my mooning na was yin na de hushim na kunimdie no nemfa so pa no ba akaye nyina.
Kamari, you just mentioned financial constraints. We need almost 21 station points. As it stands now, you have 15 vehicles. Someone would then say, okay, so if we are waiting maybe 13th and moving into next year, and maybe our budget will have to allocate more money into this fighter, then I believe, or the assertion that then we should have then declared these areas state of emergency around these areas to halt matters, so that then when we get all these things are they right in would they be right if they say so? Nobody
has ever been wrong and nobody has ever been entirely right. It's just choices that we are making as a country. We are making the choices on the background of our economic progress and one that is also on the background of our environmental sustenance. Despite the financial constraints, the little resources, scarce resources now we are putting it to judicious use. And then brain. In fact, somewhere December 2024, the situation in our environment born out of illegal mining, and as we speak, situation is it the same? Clearly, it's not the same. Yeah, GDH say you be to me manage situation until such a time where you be substantial logistics and resources. But what I say, state of emergency comes with its own implications. Sebi, you are going to even affect local economy in those areas. Na ye mu no dada. Na ye sanko stifle progress of local economic activities. What I say, so throw me na. Yeah, the amount. And also, money and honey. It's the government, chose a path that resonates with our current situation. A situation where we are not just doing what we call environmental recovery, we're also doing economic recovery. Nti e was we kakra, we kakra. Unya wona ejina so a now for you take bold decisions. Nti ano na aban here, and it has never gone against the interest of the everything President Mahama's administration places the people of Ghana at the center of it. It's just all the akumapa and enya dwombo ne bia.
Logistics so logistics Ghana for be na so mbedwa kakra because yet hani catch say I mean within the past government there are a lot of investment that has gone into getting logistics and equipment to fight Galamsey in this country. Yante cry yetete yese speedboats yetete yese drones yetete enema bebre yese yede investment akumu ye pese yede ko. So what kasa na what logistics challenges ana mo kakra.
Yese yedi jawa ni ende aso. Ti yede so owura ma Kofi Bua oyi Miss Power me se me nka menye ne kasa ma football 14 no. De wo aso ye ho na me ne oni atiefo oche. De ye ka say ya to aye ba ye ni ho de. Nhwehwemu gu so ayekoso. And you've heard of Aura, you've heard of anti-corruption crusade in India mabibre koso. So be some mato drones. Ni be do as a drone atabu ba kokora na ho. Is it not worrying? How much do you invest in the so-called procurement of drones? Ntini nyina ye nkomo amene o kase no. Hwehwemu soronko. People are being invited on the quiet.
Okay.
Most often than not, the loud mouths of one a lot of people go to Yoko and other investigative agencies on daily basis. And investigative teams, you know, America. Say TBI, say Abobi Usra and Takraba from. Say TBI, no. Say indeed, Obi my Esika Kudiko to go bunny more. O mine no beji di ama o mine no mufo na de nkese ye de ye no yetumi agina so bia ye ba ye ana banada so waso akonkese ye tia Galamsey operation hot operation one sending na no use vehicles. Where are those vehicles? How long in a way?
Away.
So we should I was that go be the job you from ni bi so mo. Hey, why is it all the other ministry? Ndiki ya kwa ne nka garage o de se we die operation hot fo ni nyina cars ne ya be park na hanom wo hu bibi sa o de bi a ofa honom wo hu bibi
me hu iba wo ti o hu
na ko jo eni ho, and that is why we are struggling today. But what I say, former education ministers who work on wale for school pick up anko one family ampon for the anko e that's what school mo that entina bibi to say fighting illegal money, which is very crucial. And then they acquire logistics will be about the logistics way. Until, well, like I said, investigation is ongoing. Me in person, my premium home.
Okay.
But in the heart of all these conversations, me feel say, on my no bait kakraka pa, dear Kessia pa, and no the beb boy I may defeat Galamsey ye. The introduction of responsible cooperative mining and skills development program.
Is it working?
We have engaged not less than 70 mining communities.
Okay.
Maybe at advanced stages. Maybe in the coming days, we better say the Western Zone, all the supervisory team members and the Takwa Umat for training. Because yen say oti dase abra no ma okoro waso ye be ma on tete no na fe wo as a committee no mu koduru from ho a mu nua no ma no go adwuma no you know how to guide them. So registration is ongoing, some sensitization is ongoing.
Okay.
Me feel say that is the surest way. And now your public accounts committee, Deputy Minister Mauti says, "Hey,
yeah.
Everywhere you search in the country for prospecting, for mining, yet they are not constructed, they are not doing actual mining. Because system no fee any papa bi nyum oboma 2024 o ti bi wani fe mwa na yakọ a Back on your Preco Mining Company at Tremomponia. When your license in that by 2015 to 2025, no 1 year here or so, and then he did that so. And what just as I can tell so a good year was as in as a chromo for Yason Faso, or my mooning in Yason Faso, and then goes to a ground renter, then goes to a mining writer, then goes to a reclamation bonder. Your banner when you know Bubako Pecora, so it's enough grounds for us to revoke that licenses. Not kind of phobia, ye ready, ye crado. That's what mutu agudie ni bitu no kwampaso no ye disansa asenama omo. Because bragojo we cannot continue say nkrufo bi agents ase akentes omu dinda so obi akobo secha say hoye obi dia. Yet we do not find land for people who are ready to do responsible mining and then faso bebre kurum hofo na then faso abro mine no. So that is the next stage of exercise. Already, small-scale mining company, Ashasi, I revoke 278. And whoever thinks, a hotel big can ye revoke or can 278, you know, a hotel big can ye revoke ye, but a yamra or move, so no. Let's go to court and stop blaming and stop complaining. Uncle court to the end. Because there is an agreement. And to breach part of the agreement is enough justification for the state to take a decision. We are interested in the all once as anyone. To what just as not to her, and now she said, you see this one is soon irrevoke at your time. You be more pepper some yen of campasono. Ebe ye, okay, no man found on to my pants with the Efra. They told me, you know, yes. In the heart of all this, I dear back to my boy, I'm here dean Kunimati Galamsey. The awareness of the community. 7777 producer. Ade a menu anu mrantie bi ye ohwedie mu obi otinchen bia di omo yawo se obi na frem so munkoye o se mo na mode mo adwene koye yo it does not make sense. Bako jo se no an se na me se obi a wo mebo ho abrabo onkwa ho ban Kessben by preserving your environment for your sustenance. Ono na hu ni setamfo na senka asante se de opera de akokotoko enye na bro tinai mo so boni ni sen na mo se mamuntu no kwambone so yetu no kwamba so ni ye mamu amunsuo no amonom no ho ban mo kwa abretu mu nyamfra mapa no mu a nka dipa sa dipa ni attack no. But I'm happy say krodo bi nso a start ya omu sorry against Galamsey. In fact, to the extent that we grad a address stream yesterday Bompata for demonstration.
Yes, I saw that one.
That is even a legitimate mining company. Almost says woman ko bo hwere man akwatwetwe nwuma ba because the aboa wo waka no pen bia no ohunu sonso ano ede osuro. Over the week, Udnia Rastos has been posting about Atrunsu.
I was even going to ask you because if Bompata for say, I mean Atrunsu and that screen is Kessben TV.
It took the community
92.9. Yes, I mean
it took the community to go and stop these people.
Yes,
within 2 days, I mean, it took the entire community or to go and chase them away. Because obiti baby feels or you're connected or you're powerful or you're what? Into obiti me the Galamsey akwa share Trunsu for kom. In Sri Lankan rade say responsible cooperative mining for Krano aye first hand feasibility studies wa Trunsu.
Okay.
Omune na nanu nyina ko bia ya Trunsu for say onipa bonu for babe Galamsey dia say yensu die. Ya ye the be responsible cooperative mining ya boye yensu no ho ban aboye kwaya no ho ban at the same time creating job for Trunsu mrante. It just last 2 weeks we were there.
Our Trunsu
akohwe bibia and no pay mame for fi the case so enfa mana na o Trunsu enya Trunsu manfo nyina say they have the assurance of President Mahama and Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua, because the whole agenda to end illegal mining is say ye benya baby ama mrantie pese ye mining wo krono mu aye responsible mining na omunko wiewie nsuo mu mining omunko wiewie kwa abreto mining ko fa how mere krono Kessben Trunsu manya baby on pese obede cooperative mining na obi feel say ono anya tumi fia bi nti ono no pese odi Galamsey be say Atunsuman ko mu a I am happy say Atunsuman stood and rise against them and mama fa kokobo and whoever he thinks say or you powerful than the state of Ghana or you powerful than Atunsuman say and rather Atunsuman and standing against who as a Galamsey the next thing you better say Galamsey be per se or they no to me call for so over any community, especially communities that are ready to preserve their environmental resources. So no responsible mining. Now person or the Galamsey kwatiti obuko huna no enye kuro na ye be janto kwana mano because this fight is not just for one community and that is why we have NIMOS. Nti sa ni pakro na sa nkrofo no so omo pese omo pedi so omu hu di omu hu da na omo kete so nyo omo do mpe ko wiewie nsanwa mu a they should attempt anything illegal e wa tunso ni ehwa de because even though minister is not in the country but I've sent briefings to minister.
Okay,
so this is what is happening in Atunsu. Senior, we cannot continue to repeat the ya no mre bi atwa amfa so amre aden ena sebe wudi pa ba ko didi eye na kroman nyina didi enye na wudi kwa na odi ni kwampa so ema bia so kuro so what is Galamsey ni bia kwesi hospital ama kuro bi da what be that but through Atunsu responsible cooperative mine omo so omo pay omo ye no maye ni ya development fund alone omo so omo jaze afei da Atunsu ya tu ye gold wa wie no na mpuntu a development fund nko ade abakrum ho no it will be visible na nyuma nipa asabio ko omo ni bidie nti omo ni bidie omo Atunsu krum ho no na ye visible wo nyo bi o Atunsu bia na betima kwa cooperative mine ni bi enu ti na ya kpo foto bi nso ato nche de skills development training ti maba wa bi ne mrantie bi obo de omo person be mining o person nyansa no dwuma so nku bi don so de bo no bra no Atunsu cooperative mine betima ma ono so side akona no na sa mfa so die we nyina ya sa be ti bi ya be kwai de adwe no ya adwogo o de abedua na ya sanfuo akokono kuda wom na Atunsufuo be nyamfa so bebre sei na wo parokia Galamsey interest nti o pese o titi kuro na within just few days where they are koyo munso. Is that a kind of this is not the kind of responsible mining I promise Ghana for. And some of us having the privilege to serve this government and especially Honorable Amakofibua, a man who so much love his country and his people. Now person will leave a lasting legacy. The Amakofibua is not for fame. It's not for vindication. He just want one day wake up. Na Ghana phone sueni ate ya was that was that guy sa MPB of Lembele baye be ye swafo no na dwuma den ne Ghana fo mu adi na na ye nso na ni ate
nice one
ya be sore na kwaye ni nyina ya haba mu no kusi ye home anya ho ye damframapa ahome na ye say there was that man Lembele MP Honorable Ibano Lama Kofibua the second Kwame Nkrumah owura ma amanya no mugidie no oni Ghana fo na konkodi ane kwa breto na ya haba mu no. We will not take anything from any illegality. Ye more be fan kaka. Say ye dwanam. Enunti Atunsufuo. Me anopoya ma who say unia Rastos abetre.
Yes.
Who goes to the aid of Atunsu?
Exactly.
Government goes to the aid of Atunsu.
Okay.
President Mahama goes to the aid of Atunsu.
Okay.
Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua goes to the aid of Atunsu.
Okay.
Atunsu will have a responsible cooperative mining now. Obi a what Atunsu will benefit, and not a few who want to do it through their parochial interest.
Right.
Galamsey, the days of Galamsey is coming to an end, and it will not start. We will not let it grow and as reignite in Atunsu.
Okay.
Na nanomo pe kuruma fo no pe na ebe boa na nanomo na boa kuro no eno na ebe ya Atunsu.
Okay. I mean quick one answer na yebeja mo akona onyuma ne doso no. What's the update with the MC ewo order? Yeah, the to win him 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's still lingering.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, the demonstration.
Exactly. Unfortunately, there has been a bad practice in Odan for a long time.
Okay.
There's a company called GCD, Great Consolidated Diamond something. Na omo ni kruma fo ni bi etimi ya arrangement. Na omo concession omo de ye de ma omo no. Omo twa bi ma mrantie no. say omo fanya mining. But per oda assembly no omo wo nhihye by law arrangement bia adwuma bia oben within the assembly na was say ko assembly ho ko permit. That is a way of almost raise the revenue. The Ukoton Katia Boga also quite permit. Okoya Jungle also quite permit. Oko GC, the one who question just as a mine. I was also quite some local to our permit.
Okay.
Nankophobic Quaje as I saw GC the ho, or one quite permits. And now, assembly no any finance team who said this is what has happened. So they had to chase them to baby or more pretty no. And more fine. Instead of paying a certain amount for permits, you know, because the fine it rose that Sikano Peja could do 15,000. And more DG. It's a practice that has gone on in or down for a long time. And yet, but I told the MC, say, Sebe, Yanso Boneso. One GCD no only to me or my mu has say or no abet me free nipem no third party acquire arrangement say made me concession out that omunya minerals commission of a concession no but room maybe I want to me so adwuma bi ma should go to minerals commission their arrangement.
Okay.
No release back the land.
Okay.
Now even ground rent near the otuany and they should relieve confident of it. But say who be quiet arrangement. Now who the assassin man so quiet mining who ensures the compliance in terms of responsible and sustainable mining practices. Nti company no wrong.
Okay.
Assembly no so a obi aye bone fumo kumunti mo so mo fumo dwara mo so mo wrong. Whether it started today or yesterday. Nti MCE that should end as soon as possible. Fred GCD for no maintenance. The community has outgrown. Damba na kosro. Mabunu person mo mining. Go to Minerals Commission. If they have land that they are not using, let's cede it to government. Government packaging in responsible cooperative mining. Na or down temu ho mabunu ne ya person mo mining no. Ye guide them no mo mining no kwampaso. But the current circumstances is wrong and it's against law.
Okay.
And he has gladly accepted. ATM said it's a mistake in the past, and together all of us will be able to help to correct it. The initial notion said Nkrofobi ye Galamsey and ye Galamsey no obejo Galamsey fee of 15,000. It wasn't like that. It was actually an initiative for our year within the Omo assembly. No, I'm sure say it's also out of law. Also Omo Sankra Omo Niemamu na yina no together as Omo etime na ye preserve the very blessings God gave us in our environment. Insu yen quiet yen sase.
Okay. Mohamed Kabari yada say ni update awodi ama